In a small town, there was an old tree standing in the village square. It was big and strong, with thick branches that spread out wide. For many years, people had gathered under its shade, sharing stories, playing games, and finding comfort in its presence. The tree had seen many seasons, from the bright green of spring to the golden colors of autumn. As autumn arrived, the tree's leaves began to change color. One by one, they turned yellow, orange, and red. Then, as the wind blew, the leaves let go and floated to the ground. But among all the falling leaves, there was one leaf that refused to let go. It was a bright golden leaf that clung tightly to its branch, even when the wind tried to shake it free. "I don't want to fall," the leaf thought. "If I let go, what will happen to me? Where will I go?" Nearby, an old man named Elias sat on a wooden bench, watching the leaf. Elias had lived in the town for a very long time. He had seen many things change: children grow up, friends move away, and new buildings replace old ones. He had also seen many people struggle with letting go, just like the little leaf on the tree. One day, a little girl named Lila came to sit beside Elias. She was full of energy and loved listening to the old man's stories. She pointed to the leaf still hanging onto the tree and asked, "Grandpa Elias, why won't that leaf let go like the others?" Elias smiled. "Maybe it's afraid," he said. "Maybe it doesn't know what will happen next." Lila thought for a moment. "But isn't change a good thing? If the leaves don't fall, how will new ones grow in the spring?" Elias chuckled. "You are very wise for someone so young, Lila. Sometimes we hold on because we're scared. We think that if we let go, we will lose everything. But sometimes letting go is the only way to grow." The days passed, and still the golden leaf remained on the tree. It saw the world around it changing. The days grew colder, and the other trees had lost all their leaves. The ground was covered in a soft blanket of fallen leaves. The leaf began to wonder if it had made the right choice by staying. One evening, as the sun was setting, the leaf felt something deep inside. It was tired. It had held on for so long, but now it was ready. With one final breath of wind, the leaf let go. It floated gently down, twisting and turning in the cool air until it landed softly on the ground. Elias and Lila were watching. Lila clapped her hands. "Look, Grandpa Elias, the leaf finally let go." Elias nodded. "Yes, and now it will become part of the earth. It will help the tree grow stronger so that new leaves can come in the spring." That night, Elias thought about the leaf as he sat in his small home. He had spent most of his life as the town's clockmaker, fixing clocks and making sure time moved forward. But now his hands were not as steady, and his eyes were not as sharp. He knew it was time to let go of his work and let someone younger take his place. The next morning, Elias walked to his little clock shop and put away his tools. He had loved his work, but he knew it was time to move on. He called Lila over and handed her a small, simple clock. "This is for you," he said. "Maybe one day you will learn to fix clocks just like I did." Lila beamed. "I would love that," she said, "and I won't be afraid to learn something new." Elias smiled. "That's the spirit." The seasons continued to change, just as they always had. The tree stood tall through the winter, waiting for the warmth of spring. And when spring finally arrived, tiny green buds appeared on its branches, growing where the golden leaf had once clung. Life moved forward, as it always does. Elias found peace in his days. He spent more time with friends, told stories to children, and even started painting, something he had given up long ago. And Lila, full of curiosity and determination, practiced fixing small clocks, learning from Elias, and making each one tick perfectly. One day, as Lila worked on a new clock, she looked up at Elias. "Grandpa Elias, do you think the leaf was happy when it let go?" Elias chuckled. "I think it was at peace, because it learned that letting go is not the end, it is the beginning of something new." Lila nodded. "Then I won't be afraid of change either." And so the last leaf on the tree had taught them both an important lesson. Holding on can feel safe, but sometimes letting go is how we grow. Sometimes we hold on because we are afraid of what will happen if we let go. But just like the leaf, we must trust that every ending is also a new beginning. Change is a part of life, and when we accept it, we can grow in ways we never imagined. Thank you for watching. If you're inspired by this story, kindly show us some love by subscribing to this channel. Like the video and share so others will also be inspired. You can share your thoughts in the comment section. As you go, I leave you with this. Change is a part of life, and when we accept it, we can grow in ways we never imagined.